Hey, very good morning and welcome back to another daily market outlook. EURUSD is still consolidating as yesterday was a bank holiday. Hey guys, my name is Fabio and in today's market outlook, we're doing the major dollar pairs and of course gold. So EURUSD itself, yesterday, what happened? Well, yesterday we saw a fractal break in towards the upside. Remember, over here we broke this high, indicating to me that this low of the bearish candle is now your fractal low and the high of this bullish candle is now your fractal high. So pretty much what you see is, if we just draw this out, is that we see break of structure in towards the downside. So a swing push down, and then what happens is that we see a change of character here at the bottom, indicating that after that BOS, we might start seeing a pullback in towards the upside, because there are two reasons why you can be looking for a potential pullback. That is, one, a change of character, and two, you have a higher time frame area of supply or demand. Well, in this particular situation, we have a higher time frame area of demand being the 4 hour. Obviously, if we quickly go into the daily, we also have this daily area of demand as well. If you just view this as your entire sell for a buy up, and as you can see, we also see that initial reaction. So we might be ready for a push up higher. So I am analyzing to see what the 4 hour is going to be doing. What I'll most likely be doing is I'm going to be waiting until we break this 4 hour high over here for a double break confirmation that we are ready to start pushing up higher in towards this higher area of supply. So in towards supply zone number 1 or in towards supply zone number 2. Because if we look at the 15-minute time frame, and that's kind of the only thing that's standing in our way, is that the 15-minute time frame is still bearish, right? So as we can see, we pushed in towards the downside, we got a pullback, we pushed in towards the downside, and now this is all just part of a pullback. And we can now see that the 15-minute internal structure, so with the 15-minute internal structure, I mean here, for example, we see the break, here we see a break, and then here this morning we saw a break in towards the downside on this low. How you could also just view this for now, let's say we have here kind of like this downtrend. So I'm just waiting to be very honest for the 15-minute on EURUSD to break, for example, this high, and then I would be more interested in looking for a potential long, or I will wait for the 4 hour fractal high to break, and then we'll kind of take like a double break setup and start trading with the overall momentum in towards either that upper supply zone or this initial area of supply over here, and then try and identify a nice setup on the 15-minute time frame. So that's what I'll be looking for on EURUSD personally. Obviously, you can take a long from this area of higher demand. You could already take a position like this. That would also definitely be possible. Yeah, so look for something like that. Nice 1 to 3 back up in towards that liquidity high. Just keep in mind that there is still room for it to fall a little bit lower in towards the downside. So yeah, let's wait for that. Now moving on in towards the dollar index, going into the daily first of all. So the daily first of all is still just bullish. A little bit slow day yesterday. Currently just waiting. I mean, there's nothing really interesting going on here on the daily. Going in towards the 4 hour time frame, what we can see over there is that we came in towards this area of supply, and that's where the market is now stalling. Obviously, as long as we just kind of stay here, we're not really expecting much. I would say the internal trend is just bullish. So as long as we pretty much respect this low, I do kind of expect the dollar just to continue pushing up higher. If we start breaking this low, then I'll be more interested in looking for a short once again. Going in towards AUDUSD, what are we seeing there? So AUDUSD has started to sell off in towards the downside. So now AUDUSD is getting interesting for a potential pullback. Why? Because we have now seen a first fractal low break, second fractal low break here on the daily time frame. So a double fractal break, to me, indicating that there is bearish momentum now coming into the market for AUDUSD. So there is, or there are potential shorting opportunities. So keep my eyes open for some potential shorts down lower in towards the lows. Obviously, this area of demand, so this sub for the buy, we've been stalling inside there for quite some time, so it's not that strong apparently. Therefore, I would be interested in further downside from AUDUSD for now. So I'll be looking at the 4 hour and the 15-minute time frame now to capitalize on some potential shorts. This is your overall order flow zone, so I would just say look for shorts inside of that zone. That is what I would be doing for now. Going into pound dollar, so pound dollar here on the daily time frame. So again, excuse me, on the daily time frame, a double break. Let's see, this is now your fractal low. Have we broken that daily fractal low? Yes, we have. So another daily fractal low break, indicating to me this is now supply which is in control. So let's see how the daily closes today. If we see a nice strong bearish close, then again further shorts from that area of supply, and then I'll definitely be looking for even more downside. Yeah, I mean GBPUSD overall, as we know from yesterday's video, is still bearish. So what happened is that we are just reacting to the supply zone inside here, inside these two wicks, and that's what pushed the market down lower. Again, going into the 15-minute had here a break of structure. This is just one big impulse down. I was actually looking for this high to get taken out. Sadly, didn't move that high. And I'm now just looking for potential skill ins to trade GBPUSD down lower. Especially if I look at the daily time frame, just trading with a daily fractal structure, I am pretty much looking to sell GBPUSD at least back down in towards this entire sell before the buy, your, let's say, order flow zone. So that's what I'm looking for on the daily. Then going towards the 4 hour, how can we then capitalize on that? Well, simply just follow the overall order flow. So now what is the fractal high? The fractal high is now the high of this bearish candle over here. As long as that high is respected, we should still continue down lower. So I'll just be looking for skill ins with the overall 4 hour order flow. So yeah, as you can see, that's been playing out pretty well so far on GBPUSD. Going in towards NZDUSD, what are we seeing there? Also selling off pretty strong. So on NZDUSD, we've seen a bearish fractal structure change. So we've now broken the daily low. So yeah, I am interested in shorts still on NZDUSD. Let's see how we react inside of this area of demand. Maybe we can take a nice pullback trade from there. So I'll be waiting for this demand zone to get hit, and then from there potentially a 50-minute long back in towards the upside, because there is still quite some liquidity open over here. And then from there, maybe another short once again. So some interesting level, or an interesting level there on NZDUSD, which also coincides with this being an area of daily demand. So that is NZDUSD. Now going in towards gold, what are we seeing there? So gold, first of all, on the daily is just ranging. Go into the 4 hour, and we're also pretty much just ranging, as you can see. I'm not really actively trading gold at the moment due to the sideways price action, as we can very clearly see. So what I just like to do, again, as you guys know of me, draw in the range trading tool over here. So the range trading, and just look for buys here at the lower range and look for sells at the upper range. So that's for now just my 2 cents there on gold. So that's it for today, guys. A bit of a shorter one. Some interesting setups are potentially lining up. Make sure to join Discord, link in the description down below. But yeah, nothing too much yet, just yet. So yeah, keep my eyes open and speak soon.